I was terrified the entire time.
Shonda Rhimes is amazing when it comes to creating addictive TV shows and memorable characters. But when it comes to her private life, not all of her decisions have been met with praise. In fact, some of her choices have even been pretty scandalous, and you guys won't believe some of the things she's done. One of the first things that Shonda did that made waves was to show women that they didn't need to get married to have children. This might seem like a no-brainer, but it's definitely an opinion that seems to go against what's held as the social norm. Typically, women are told that they need to lock down a man before having children. Fears of financial security are one of the primary reasons why marriage is forced upon couples before children. Shonda, however, broke that idea by showing that women can have the man, the children, and the ambitions without needing to marry someone. It was, at the time, a revolutionary idea. Shonda talked about marriage with Oprah Winfrey back in 2020 on Super Soul Sunday, and that interview unleashed a few truths about the famous writer and executive producer. Essence reported that Shonda's had certain feelings about marriage since she was a child. She admitted that as she grew up, she always saw herself becoming a mother, but never a wife. When she was 5 years old, she knew that she wanted to be a mom to 3 children. She even knew that the children she had were all going to be daughters. It was just the feeling she had in her bones. When it came to being a bride, however, Shonda just didn't feel that the role was for her. She was out there as a kid playing house, but never did she have a pretend wedding or even fantasies about a wedding. She just wanted kids. Now, Shonda isn't sure what her aversions to marriage is, but she does know it just never felt right to her. Oprah revealed something rather surprising during the interview, too. Everyone knows that Oprah has been in a relationship with Stedman Graham for decades, but despite being together since 1986, the two have never gotten married. Much like Shonda, Oprah also caused quite a few scandals when she just refused to follow the same traditional route that many other women take. She didn't always want to stay unmarried, however. Oprah admitted to Shonda that when she was dating Stedman, she initially really wanted to get married to him. She wanted him to propose to her and to have the wedding and all of that. But when Stedman did actually propose and she said yes, it suddenly hit her that she'd actually have to get married. That's when she realized that she didn't really want to be married after all. Despite wanting to initially marry him, Oprah told Shonda that she doesn't regret her decision. She believed that if she had married him, her life would have been really different from what it is now, and she loves her life as it is. Shonda agreed, saying that for her, such a large part of her brain is filled up with writing. It's what she always thinks about, so having a husband there on top of having children would just be too much. She'd have to sacrifice some of that space for her husband, and it just wasn't something that Shonda wanted to do. Now, besides being a role model for women when it comes to marriage, Shonda also inspired a lot of women to lose weight. She was a curvy woman, and while she was proud of her curves, she wasn't happy with her weight. According to Essence, Shonda lost over 117 pounds, and she wasn't doing anything crazy either. Her road to weight loss began simply by telling her doctor that she wanted to lose weight and that she needed help. She then got in touch with a trainer named Jeanette Jenkins, who connected well with her. Besides working out, Shonda also started drinking 64 ounces of water every day, which provided her with extra energy. The exciting part of her weight loss journey is that she didn't cut out any foods. Typically, when someone wants to lose weight, they end up restricting themselves to a certain diet. They cut out their favorite foods, which can make the process of losing weight even harder. Shonda revealed that she ate everything she wanted to. The main difference was that she was way more conscious about her portions. She kept her portions small, but she allowed herself to eat everything she craved. Following that plan, she still managed to lose over 117 pounds. That's pretty inspiring. Now, besides marriage, Shonda has also been a big role model when it comes to finding a work-life balance, especially as a working mother. Her advice has always been pretty frank and realistic. A lot of gurus will try to sell you an answer that doesn't always work, but Shonda had been pretty upfront from the start about how hard it is to be a mom and someone who works. It's even harder when you're someone who loves working. She explained that she works because she loves working, and it even provides a sense of comfort to her. However, she had to come to terms with the fact that she felt more comfortable on a soundstage than she did on a swing set. It was really hard for her to learn how to set aside work and focus on her children, especially when they were missing her. Part of her strategy is setting rules for herself. It's easy for her to get carried away with work, so she makes sure that every weekend she doesn't do any work at all, with the exception of a work emergency. That's allowed her to make sure that she always has time to spend on her kids. Shonda went into further detail about raising kids while being a working mother when she gave a speech at a commencement ceremony at Dartmouth College. The speech was captured on Instagram, and in it, Shonda admitted that whenever someone sees her succeeding in one aspect of her life, it means that she's failing in another aspect of her life. She explained that if she was doing great work on a script, then it probably meant that she was missing story time with her kids. If she was at a dance recital for one of her kids, then it meant that she was missing memorable moments on set during filming. Shonda said that as a working mother, you never feel 100% okay about the balance. It's like you never get your sea legs, and you always feel a little nauseous about what you're missing out on. However, the benefit of not sacrificing one for the other is that both allow you to become whole. She explained that because she gets to work, she feels whole, and that makes her a better mother to her children. So while some people might try to fight for that perfect work-life balance, Shonda is over here saying that people just need to accept the fact that there isn't ever going to be a perfect balance. Besides destroying people's hopes of having perfect work-life balance, Shonda is also rewriting the book on how to raise kids. As if she hadn't broken enough barriers or reset how society thinks about certain topics, she's also getting parents to think twice about the kinds of kids they produce and release into the world. When speaking with People magazine, Shonda said that she isn't interested in raising nice kids. She wants her daughter to be stubborn. The reason she wants stubborn daughters is because they're a lot harder to manipulate. She explained that if she had raised soft, nice daughters, then they'd be too pliable. They'd be too easy to manipulate, and that's dangerous. Shonda said that all her daughters are different from each other, but they also have that stubborn streak in them. She added that she was the same at their age, too. She doesn't want to parent that stubbornness out of them, though, because it means that no one will ever take advantage of them. They'll go their own way because that's what they decided to do, not because someone told them that's what they should do. She added that the only thing she's trying to raise her daughters to be is awesome women. To her, an awesome woman is someone who knows that they're awesome. When a woman believes that they're awesome, then they start feeling like an awesome woman and behaving like an awesome woman. That's the sort of future and self-esteem that she wants her daughters to have. Shonda Rhimes has been releasing truth bombs over the years, but do you guys agree with her? Is there such thing as a work-life balance? And are there any consequences to choosing to live a single life over a married one? Let me know in the comments below.